Hello, and meet Pat Keating, the owner and visionary of Keating and Associates. So today we're going to talk about habits inside of retirement. So a few weeks ago, I walked into a 401k coach meeting and Pat asked me, as he always does, "How are you doing, Quinn?" And I said, "I'm good." And he looked at me, he goes, "Are you sure? Because you don't have a coffee or a tea in your hand." And I thought to myself, as everybody in the room started laughing, well, I've already had 3 coffees this morning and it's 1 p.m. So maybe I have a problem. But really, I just love coffee, and this coffee shop helps feed that habit. So a habit, whether good or bad, that's up for decision for the coffee. But what you're wondering is, how does this apply to your retirement and your company? So that's why Pat's here. Pat, how do habits relate to retirement and their company?
Well, you know, it's interesting because everybody forms habits, and many people will say at times that they're not disciplined, but actually they are disciplined. They're disciplined to the wrong habits sometimes. So as we talk about habits, what does that do in reflection? So over the last 30 plus years doing retirement plans for people, I've seen people with good habits and the ones with bad. The ones with good habits, what they do, first thing is they enroll in their 401k plan immediately. I truly believe that that is a good habit, to sign up right away and sign up to whatever limit that your employer will match. That's a good habit to start. So that's the first habit. Start right away. Don't wait 1 year, 6 months, just start right away and start at the level that the employer will match. The second habit that people that really have great habits is that they increase their percentage every year. And they do this for the first 2 or 3 years that they are in the plan. And by doing that, they have slowly risen up the amount of contributions to their plan. That's a great habit. But the third habit may even be more important habit. The people with great habits, because employees change jobs. Too many people have the bad habit of cashing out their 401k when they leave, paying the tax, paying the penalty, and spending the money and saying, "Oh, I got plenty of time." The people with good habits never cash that out. They take that money, either put it in their new employer's plan or put it in their own retirement account. And then the ones with the best of all habits do all the things above, and when they start with their new employer, they contribute at the level they were at their old employer. They don't start over again at the lower level. So if you have those habits, you may even have this paycheck for the rest of your life. That is how it works. And if you start that at a very young age, it will work. But you can't say, "Well, I'm older and I've never done this." No, it's still the same habits. So sign up right away, put in the maximum for the match, raise your percentage each year as you're there for the next 2 or 3 years. When you transfer and change employers, don't cash your plan in. And when you start at your new employer, start at the level that you were at under your old employer.
So never start over.
You're never starting over that way. So you're just a continued flow onward. And it's really interesting because in the early years, you feel like you're not getting anywhere because you don't have a lot of money that's in the plan. But that's all right, because as you go, it won't take that many years when the growth of your annual assets inside your plan will be greater than what you put in. But if you don't do that, you're always starting over, and it never gives you a feel of this momentum that you're not getting anywhere. So, you know, that is true, Quinn, is that don't start over, just refocus and stay at the same no matter what your plan you're in.
So habits, whether good or bad, it depends on where you're at. So how does that go inside of your retirement? What habits are going on inside of your retirement, your company, to hinder your employees or you or your company directly? That's the question today. Anything else, Pat?
No, that's exactly it. I mean, if you just follow that, you will be on the track to have a very successful retirement years. And because I've been in the business so long, it's a very difficult meeting when you're talking to people getting ready to retire and they realize that they don't have enough money. And you look back and it's pretty obvious why. And they were always going to start, they were always going to do it tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. They always had reasons they didn't start money in, but you got to put money in so that you have something else working instead of just you.